All right, guys, and welcome back to another episode of All Gen Gamers. This is episode 120, and today is November 21st, and tomorrow it's Thanksgiving. So I hope everybody that listens to this enjoyed their holiday. And tonight, I am joined by two of my co-hosts. Gamester is not able to join us tonight. He is busy with plans, which is totally understandable as tomorrow is Thanksgiving. But I am here with Jason, the EMU Review. Jason, what's up?
What's up, guys? Gobble, gobble.
As well as the second Jason, Metal Jesus Rocks. What's going on?
Not much, man. I am armed with a chocolate stout beer, and I'm ready to podcast.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I just had a slice of pumpkin pie myself. It was an okay pumpkin pie. The crust was a little underdone. I don't know.
Oh,
one of those pre-cooked ones from the stores. I wasn't feeling it too much.
That's got to be crispy.
Oh, it does. Yeah, it was like undercooked dough. I don't know.
No.
But tonight, I don't know. We don't really have a plan per se, but we have a lot of interesting things we wanted to talk about. Specifically, we want to talk about games we've been playing because we didn't do that last episode. Of course, I picked up the Wii U, so we can talk about that. And yeah, that's about all we have planned. And I'm sure we'll do some segments.
I have a rock talk. If we get nutty, if we get crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. And I got like an audio question we could do if we wanted, you know. One came through, so that's cool.
That is an action-packed podcast right there.
Oh, bam! So let's quit fucking around with this, guys. Pete, you got the Wii U. What's going on?
How did you do that, by the way?
Dude, he waited in the freezing ass cold, and you know it. That's what Pete does.
I didn't. Here's what happened. Like, honestly, the day before the Wii U was coming out, I didn't really know if I was going to get one or not. I didn't picture myself getting one because I'm like, there's no way I'll be able to get one if I didn't pre-order. But then, like, the night before, and then I'm not even kidding, the entire day, the release of the Wii U, like that midnight, I was on GameFAQs almost the entire day reading the message boards and like reading the hype and, you know, looking at videos for the games and just like reading shit like all over the place. And I'm just getting myself hyped up like for a release of a new system like I should. And I'm like, you know what, that's it. I'm going to Best Buy for the midnight release because I was lucky enough that one of the Best Buys by me had a midnight. And one of my friends there let me know how many they were going to have that were not on pre-order. So he called me up and he's like, there's like 17 people online and we're going to have 22 of them. So I'm like, shit, get my car, race down there. And this is around 8:30 at night. So I got there and I was number 18 in line. So I was lucky enough to be one of the few that got one of the unpre-ordered extra Wii U deluxe editions. And it's not that people didn't pre-order. It's just that I guess stores only allowed a certain amount of pre-orders, and then the rest were kind of just extras for walk-in customers. So, yeah, all I had to do, honestly, was just wait outside in the cold for about 3.5 hours. I didn't even bring anything with me. I didn't bring a DS or a 3DS or Vita or nothing. I just stood out there. I was just like, forget it.
It just stood out there like a boss.
You know, luckily some of the people that I stood around were okay. They weren't too hardcore in the games, but, you know, I sparked some discussions about The Hobbit coming out, and we talked about Star Wars and everything, you know, just not to be bored out there for 3 hours. But, so yeah, I decided to get one, and the games I picked up with it were New Super Mario Brothers U and Tank, which last episode I just want to make a correction. Yeah, that was a launch game, Metal Jesus. I remember hearing originally that it was a launch window, but I guess somewhere along the lines they made it a launch game. And that's it. And the system also came with Nintendo Land. I'm still undecided on some games like Zombie U, which looks really good. By the way,
people are saying it's awesome. People are saying it's a lot better than even the demos that they've had at all these conventions.
I've heard it's frustrating though, right?
Well, a review leaked from GameSpot a day or two before the Wii U came out, and they gave it a 4.5 out of 10. So people were like flipping out that like the Wii U's done, like, you know, their major game that's coming out besides Mario is a flop. And Well, let's just say that all the other reviews that followed were generally pretty positive, and there's like some 9 out of 10s from some pretty reputable sites and everything. I mean, overall, it's getting pretty positive reviews, so that one leaked negative review is sort of a fluke. The best way to describe it is think Demon Souls, but first person with zombies. So it's got permadeath, where if you die, you got to go back to your body, and you might turn into a zombie, so you might have to kill yourself. You know, because when you die, you resurrect as another survivor, and you got to make your way back to your other body to get your equipment and everything. But ammo is very limited. It's a very tense and scary game. I watched quite a bit of video on this game, and I have to say it's very tense. Like, this game will probably scare the hell out of you at many moments. So I'm looking into getting that one. But I have to say that initially, my impressions of the Wii U at PAX were kind of mixed. But at the time, we didn't really know too much information about their online like infrastructure and how it works.
Yeah, that was a really big question we had. Yeah,
I'm very pleasantly surprised by the Wii U's online. I would actually say that out of the PS3, it beats the PS3 out of the park. 360, I kind of actually like it a bit more than the 360, only because the Miiverse is just so well done. And Miiverse essentially is, think Facebook Lite for gamers on their Wii U gamepad. That's what it is. You can add friends, you can follow people, like Twitter. Every game that's out has its own community message board built within Miiverse, so you can like go there and talk with other people, and they sort of have a swap note thing where you can draw and write messages to other people, and people can like it, like on Facebook, to kind of bump it up. People can comment on your posts, and I don't know, it's a lot of fun. It's very streamlined. It's very easy to access. It is heavily moderated, however. I posted a link to my YouTube channel in my my profile comment, and it got deleted by an administrator, so I gotta like get that removed now. It's very, very strict over there.
I'm sure it's a full-time job. They're sitting around all night moderating that, you know.
Like someone wrote on one of the messages, like, oh, for Epic Mickey 2, they're like, oh, I wish that they can patch in the controls for a Wii remote, and supposedly that message got moderated. So for some reason, I don't know why. So yeah, it's very strict for some reason.
Nintendo's always been that way, though, you know, with all of their stuff. They've always been really close-knit, tight-lipped with stuff. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Good news to report for people that did not know, but friend codes are gone. So you can finally have a gamertag-esque name. So mine is Pete Dorr, so anybody can feel free to follow me on there.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, Pete. Guys, no more fucking friend codes.
I know.
Oh my God. You were like, oh, also, guys, guess what? No more friend codes. So anyway, if you guys want to add me, well, put on the brakes, pump the brakes. That is such a huge, huge thing. All right, I'm over it.
It is, because for the Wii, I didn't give a shit about adding friends to anything.
It was a pain in the ass, man. Yeah.
People ask me what my friend code is. I have no idea. Now, I'm not too sure on this, but I know there is a way to transfer games from... how did it work with mine? I had to do some... I think it was just the Mii character I transferred over to the Wii U. In terms of like game content, I don't see what would transfer over, especially from 3DS games, because I don't even think that would be compatible with the Wii U in terms of downloadable stuff.
Maybe it's tied in with the store or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it. I haven't read into it much. But all I know is, I got the name on there. There's a cap of 100 friends, however. So how I'm going to do it is the first 100 people that want to register me can do it. But then when it comes down to actually adding people I know, I'll just delete people I don't know. So exactly. Just a precaution warning there to people that add me and I don't know you. Controller wise, I mean, it feels really comfortable. The only time I got fatigued playing was playing the Ninja Star game on Nintendo Land, because you have to hold the gamepad with one hand sideways, and it's kind of there's quite a bit of weight to it that way. It's a little bit uncomfortable, but otherwise, playing other games, it works really well. I have to say the one thing I like a lot more than I initially thought I would is the capability to just play these games on the gamepad. Like, I can't tell you how enjoyable it was late at night in instead of having to boot up the TV and everything and play the games on the TV, to just like be able to lay down and, you know, just play Mario or play whatever, one of the downloadable games I have on my gamepad, and it works extremely well. You can plug headphones into the gamepad and you get the audio that way. So it's, I don't know, I really like that a lot more than I thought I would.
Now, some people are complaining about battery life, where it lasts 3 to 4 hours. Have you ran into that issue?
I mean, the battery will die on me sometimes, but I don't know, I just plug it in and keep playing. So I don't see why that would be a problem, because the cord is basically like a cord for the 3DS, so it's very lightweight. It's not like this big cumbersome thing you got to plug in. So as long as you buy an outlet, it shouldn't really matter too much, because none of the games, except for maybe Batman Arkham City, where you have to sometimes turn around 360 degrees with the controller, I don't think it would be a problem.
Make sure to follow us, the All Gen Gamers podcast, on Facebook and Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube and in iTunes. And don't forget about those iTunes ratings, guys. We appreciate those. And for all other info, links, and our forum, please visit www.allgengamers.com.